Today, we are not selling the fairy tale of I collected dues, sent one group Mitch, now I am the manager. We are talking elevator breakdowns, unpaid residents, neighbor fights, decision books, and General Assembly wars. A residential complex manager is not the king of the building. There is no thrones, no responsibilities. People do not wait to applaud you. They wait to call you when the elevator break stops or dues increase.
I can manage this. From outside, it looks easy. Everyone thinks the manager only collects dues. No, the manager becomes accountant, mediator, repair caller, crisis extinguisher, and sometimes a wall of patience.
The residential group chat is humanity's patience laboratory. A manager does not recite poetry, does not grow fights, does not join gossip. Record the issue, separate the topic, produce a solution, or the group becomes a digital town square in 3 minutes.
A manager who does not read the management plan is a captain without a map. Pool hours, parking order, dues calculation, pets, it is all there. A building is not managed by I felt it was appropriate.
A site manager cannot lay us and single the price shop.
A site manager cannot make decisions by personal mood. There is property law, management plan, General Assembly decision, and procedure. If you manage without knowing them, you do not fight neighbors. You fight the law.
A residential manager is not saying I am in charge now. Property owners decide. Vote. Majority meeting. They must exist. Otherwise, it is not management. It is an apartment coup.
These dues are outrageous.
Someone is stealing my parking spot.
The neighbor's cat is a menace.
General, the wrong color. Meeting, years of romantic, dudes, the hall wogus, and parking traumas at the same table. If the manager can't hold the agenda, meeting becomes democracy-shaped neighbor wrestling.
The elevator maintenance is a disaster. And don't get me started on the playground complaints. The manager's salary is too high, and we are still arguing about that old painting from years ago.
Let us return to the agenda, please.
But the door handle, off nailed for virus. One person starts and the meeting goes from a painting argument from 1998.
Who voted? When was it decided? Who opposed?
The decision book is not a memory diary. What was decided, who accepted, who opposed, what date, it must be written. An unwritten decision becomes tomorrow's theater. We never said that.
Monthly dues are not determined by fortuner, cleaning, elevator, security, insurance, staff, reserve counts. All of them are calculated. If you invent from your head, resident dues will treat you like financial weather.
Do not celebrate when dues enter the account. That money is not yours. It belongs to the community. That a manager sees dues treasure, trouble begins. If the fee arrives, he arrives, security flies a birds, and elevator arrives.
Du is evenlink, a dreaming of somebody, malig right return, and was modium's one.
People who do not pay dues have on the ground floor. Why pay for elevator?
Someone says,
My friend, shared living works like this. If you live in the building, you share common expenses.
A manager does not fight unpaid residents at the door.
First reminder, then written warning, then management plan, and a legal follow-up. And if necessary, is not a nation brawl. It is a documented process.
A manager who says I collected cash, I will write it later, is dangerous. Site money does not travel in your pocket. Bank account, receipt, transfer record, and transparency are required.
Without transparency, gossip grows. When gossipy grows, management ends.
A manager who does not explain income activates the imagination of the residents. Where is the invoice? Where is the offer? Where is the contract? Transparency is not luxury, it is survival.
A manager who loses receipts and contracts sweats on audit day. Site managed done with not was somewhere. If document order is missing, trust is missing too.
The auditor is not there to overthrow you. The auditor checks the account. If a manager fears audit, the problem may not be in the manager's conscience. Clean management does not run from inspection.
Just handle it.
The doorman is not a magical person who runs to every task. Job description, workers leave, salary, social security, and rights must exist. You do not manage staff with bro, just check that way.
It's all taken care of. Any go for it, miss.
If you employ staff, there is social security, leave, labor like fam law, saying we are law, workplace safety, and labor continence. If a manager ignores staff rights, the whole complex pay insurance the bill.
The cheapest cleaning company is not always the best. If the stairs are dirty, residents call you, not the company owner. Contract, duty list, qual edition, and required. Cheapness can become expensive unrest.
Security service is not putting a uniform at the gate. Shifts, cameras, entry records, handover. All must be set by security. Otherwise, you bought sitting decoration.
Elevator breakdown is the manager's stress test. If someone is inside, first safety, then technical service, and if needed emergency help, you cannot mount, we will look later. Elevators miss it with do not tolerate jokes.
Elevator Twyman.
Elevator maintenance is not an expense, it is safety. The maintenance you postponed this month may return tomorrow with a bigger bill. In shared systems, is the manager dropping a maintenance wrench on their own foot?
A manager who remembers the generator only when electricity is gone is already late. Fuel, maintenance, service, all must be done for the crisis. In a blackout, you check the pregnant's maintenance history.
If the complex has a pool, the job grows. Water hygiene, maintenance rules, hours, safety complaints. Without these, the pool is not a pleasure area, it is a bacteria conference.
A garden looks beautiful, but it does not stay beautiful by itself. Irrigation, pruning, treatment, seasonal maintenance, all require budget. Even the grass lives on dew.
A fire alarm is not a ringtone. Detector, hose, extinguisher, emergency or guidance exit, they must work. A manager cannot say fire never happens here. Fire especially laughs at sentences like that.
The camera system is for security, not gossip. You cannot run a curiosity program called Neighbor Came Who Left. There is privacy. The manager manages security, not people's lives.
A resident's phone number, license plate, and camera image are not data toys.
If you scatter them into a group chat, you are not creating a data breach. A manager who doesn't understand privacy becomes the fastest problem machine of the modern age.
Looks small, but a residential look like margins. Did life becoming complex?
A double prac crisis.
I have parked here for years is not legal ground. The manager applies the rule, not emotional parking rights.
That dog is barking all night long.
He's a family member. He's not aggressive at all. Pet issues member. He's a neighborly minefield. One side says I am disturbed. The other says this is family. A manager does not follow the loudest person. A manager follows the management for shared living.
Hello? There is loud music and drilling coming from next door.
I understand. I am checking the noise rules and will contact respectfully. The site manager that a midnight DJ shutdown officer, but order must be protected is applied. The neighbor who says I did once and repeats it every Saturday is not doing it once anymore.
Renovation may be a right, but inviting the whole building to a concrete concert is not a right. Hours, permission, debris, common area cleaning, these are managed by rules. Otherwise, the drill pierces democracy.
The budget is server cost 9K covered.
A manager chooses by offer and quality, by cousin sympathy, not by contract. Get several offers, make a contract, check the work, check the work. A known worker may leave a very familiar pain in the budget.
Insurance looks like an expense until something happens. Building, common areas, employer liability, fire, elevator prayers. Ignore them and you manage it with prayers. Insurance is not decoration. It is a lifeboat.
If you try to manage everything with notebooks, the system eventually random calls, memory collapses. Digital management can collect dues, request, report, and announcements. A manager is not a memory card.
Starting a management storm company is not I made a logo, I will get buildings. Contracts, accounting, staff, law, call system, field tracking. A company begins with system, not a signboard.
In a site manager interview, I communicate well.
Saying I communicate well is enough. I've paid resident. What do you handle with an elevator breakdown? How do you prepare a budget? Do you know the decision book? This is not small talk, it is operations.
A real residential complex manager is not just someone collecting dues and posting messages. A real manager knows the law, prepares the budget, keep the accounts transparent, follows staff, follows repairs, preventage neighbor fights from growing, and work with documents. Managing a complex building, it is not managing the peace people living in the same roof.